Hi empaths, welcome back to my healing space. We're going to get into another archetype integration session, intuitive session. I'm going to clear the space, our auras, the cards, invoking angels, guides, compassionate ancestors, any beings of the light who want to inform this reading for the most accurate, concise, appropriate, necessary reading that's priority for the listener to hear at the time of watching this video. Nice. Going right to the archetype cards by Carolyn Meese and seeing what archetype, what aspect of self wants to come forward to be further integrated, to give us a message, to work with us this week. We're looking at destroyer. Destroyer. The light attributes of the destroyer: releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. And then the shadow attributes: intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life, as the destroyer can recognize and acknowledge what is destructive, right? And then in its shadow, intoxicated with destructive power and destroying the dreams or potential of others. So working with the destroyer this week, as we integrate more deeply, let's pull some oracle cards. To see what about the destroyer do we need to know or access for further integration. So the first card that comes out is emotional healing. Emotional healing. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. So could the destroyer assist you in getting rid of old emotional patterning, right? Destroying the neural pathways that are created, right? The associations we have. Can we summon the inner destroyer and the light qualities there to create a new way of being in that sense. And then we have citrine. Citrine, unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions, right? And using citrine, I usually always have some citrine on me, right? Very, very helpful stone. And interesting, right, that emotional healing comes up, and on this card, what we're focusing on with citrine is on the unnecessary worries, right? So is there a lot of worrying that's happening? And can you get in touch with the inner destroyer to rid yourself of these worries, right? To release them. Maybe put them on a rocket ship, right? And send them out into the ethers, right? Unburden yourself of these worries by allowing a higher power to take them over. Can we send them up on the rocket ship, or blow them up, or throw them into the volcano, right? The imagery on this card. Can we throw them into the volcano? The chemistry card is coming up. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here, and then followed directly by love yourself first. So your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So when we're looking at how this can be problematic and where it might show up, does it show up in your romantic connections, in your partnership, your romantic partnership? This excessive worrying, right? Are you too much in your mind here? Are you overthinking? Are you experiencing the same emotional pattern over and over again? And it's becoming boring and predictable even to you. It's like, I know what's coming because I keep going through this over and over again. Can we destroy this? Can we summon the inner destroyer to create a new life here? A new way, a new start. Right now, can you go inside and summon that inner destroyer however it wants to destroy this old patterning? Find a way to do so. And is the pattern that once we have emotional attraction or physical attraction, or we have attraction for somebody, that we put them first, or we put that connection before our own needs, or we do things where we lose our own respect, right? We lose our self-respect. And is that sabotaging the connection, right? Is this one way we destroy potential connections? There's no way to sustain if we don't care for our own needs. New exercise program is coming in. So part of this new life might be caring for your body in a way that you haven't in the past, or that you get out of, right? As soon as you find a connection with chemistry, with a potential partner, do you find that just takes over your mind, right? And you get fixated and you use it like a drug, and instead of caring for your needs, you become overtaken, right? You're just so taken by this person that you stop taking care of yourself and put all your energy into that situation, and maybe start overthinking and doing things that make you lose your own respect. Well, Moses is coming in with the message to take charge of the situation. The inner destroyer wants to break this pattern and this habit, right? If we can integrate the destroyer and see the light attributes here, we can really use this archetype, right? Create a new paradigm here. where whenever we have chemistry with somebody and we are attracted, we can use it to inspire us to take better care of ourselves, right? And if we've had past patterns of losing ourselves or making bad decisions, can we just know that and make a different choice, right? Make a different choice here. Do we overthink, right? Do we overthink those situations and overinvest, right? Because overthinkers tend to overinvest emotionally, right? When we're talking about emotional healing here, are you an overinvestor in relationship, right? By worrying, right? The citrine card is about releasing unnecessary worries. So are you overthinking? And could working with citrine serve you positively by helping you let go in that way? Helping you access positive energy, get more in touch with sun, the energy of the sun or fire energy. A state of generosity, so you're not attached, right? To get you out of a state of attachment and create a new paradigm here. An unburdening. Let's go to the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti and see what tarot cards want to inform us about the Destroyer archetype and how it can be useful to us. It can be of service when properly integrated into the whole. Interesting. So we have Two of Pentacles here. Two of Pentacles. So this is two options, right? Juggling two different options, or having to make a decision or a commitment of some kind, maybe in relationship. And maybe we feel uncomfortable in that limbo state, right? Before a decision is made or a commitment is made, we feel uncomfortable in that, and we have trouble maintaining emotional stability when we're in that uncertain state. And that chemistry gets us out of balance, right? And instead of loving ourselves, maybe we want to get to the truth of the matter, right? We want it to know, does this person like us? And we start overthinking, right? When maybe we're still building a connection here. Maybe it's, when it's an initial phase, nothing's certain yet. So, and giving the other person more power to discern if the relationship's right or not, right? Sometimes that's what we do. We forget that we need to feel the other person out as well. We get into this place of needing to prove or earn someone's attention or respect, and we give all of our power away in that sense. So can we get into a place of the Queen of Pentacles? who's stable, who acknowledges her what she has to offer. It's something substantial, right? She's confident. See the peacock? That's about confidence, right? She knows she's of substance and she has something real to offer somebody. So chemistry doesn't throw her the way it would someone who is deeply insecure, right? So can we get in touch with the fact that we really have something substantial to offer, whether that be maturity, right? Confidence, authenticity, maintaining self-respect, right? Not doing things that make us lose our own respect and esteem. And then we have the Seven of Cups, which is about choice, right? So maybe this is also how we make choices and decisions, right? The first card is about weighing options, two different options here, two pentacles. If we are in the human design system, if we have emotional authority, right? If you're an emotional person, the best strategy for making a decision is to give yourself time and space to have an emotional cycle. And that will be different depending on, you know, the nature of the decision you're making. But the Hangman is coming up. And the Hanged Man is about waiting for enlightenment, right? Staying in a suspended state until more information is gathered, right? Waiting for the enlightenment. In suspension. Not committing, right? Not committing right away. Maybe this is how we take our power back, right? And maybe exercising our own inner authority, right? Or inner power. And, you know, working out can really get us back into our bodies and end the overthinking cycle, right? It can be really helpful for people that go through anxieties about decision making or have overwhelming feelings. Working out can be a really great outlet for that, right? And give us something to do with our mind body instead of overthinking. Right? Because a lot of these, and this can be about worries as well, right? Because a lot of these cups aren't even real options, right? So this can be about overthinking in that we're worrying about things that like aren't even realistic outcomes, right? They probably won't even happen. But we see them as possibilities and we can be overwhelmed with all these choices, right? So which ones can we release, and unburden ourselves, right, to a higher power? Can we use our citrine to help us with that, right? As we give ourselves an emotional cycle, that can be a night's sleep, that can be a moon cycle, that can be an emotional high and low as we feel our way, right? Acknowledge and honor your feelings. If that's your authority, right? If you look humandesignamerica.com, you can look at your authority. If it's emotional authority, that's the best strategy for decision making, is giving yourself an emotional cycle. So that can mean different things, right? A night's sleep might give you the guidance you need, right? But the idea is just to give yourself time and space to really feel your way through. Let's see what essential oil using the essential oil cards by Lisa Powers. Which essential oil wants to lend its aroma as we work on integrating destroyer? Spearmint. Spearmint, the key word is conviction. The trigger statement is no one listens to me. The true statement is my voice is heard. Stand strong and communicate your message, right? Communicate your message. The world is ready to receive what you have to share. And maybe part of that message is about self-love, self-respect, taking charge of this situation, right? Are we giving other people that we admire greatly too much power, right? Do we worry too much about what others think, and then it alters how we show up or the decisions we make instead of honoring our own inner authority here? Can we destroy that pattern and create a new paradigm? Let's go to Life Loves You cards by Louise Hay and Robert Holden and see how this reading wants to wrap up about integrating the destroyer archetype, creating a new paradigm, a new life, by releasing old worries that are not helping us. Right? They might actually even be short-circuiting the brain. Like, we only have the capacity to think so many thoughts, and then are we overthinking things and then just short-circuiting, and then we have no energy or emotional no emotional energy left to invest in the things that we really care about. Can our inner destroyer help us get rid of that pattern? And in that same vein, if we can integrate our own inner destroyer, we can recognize when someone else is in the shadow and it holds less power over us, right? When someone else comes in and they're a naysayer, well, they're just they aren't integrated in their inner destroyer, and that's their shadow coming out. So they're doing the same thing to themselves. For me, I listen to my own inner authority, right? My own guidance. I acknowledge when it's a worry. Can I release that, right? Can I release the worry? And can I acknowledge the guidance? My own inner guidance. Oftentimes that will be emotional. I'll get an emotional, I'll go through an emotional cycle before I get a yes or a no about a decision. Or I'll tune into my emotions and see what they have to say to me. When I think about something and I want guidance around it, I ask, how do I feel about it? What feelings does it bring up in me? Is it inspiring? Does it bring me joy? And that's what I follow. I don't allow other people to destroy my inspiration and my hope and my guidance, because it's not for them. One last card. I am loved and supported by life. I am loved and supported by life. Notice all the ways you are being supported. Complete this sentence 10 times. Life is supporting me by... Life is supporting me by giving me the inspiration to do these readings. Life is supporting me by giving me a safe place with a roof over my head to sleep every night. Life is supporting me by giving me great friends who give me amazing advice and support. Life is supporting me by giving me parents who really love me, want what's best for me. Life is supporting me by allowing me to have a lot of fun adventures and travel to new places. Life is supporting me by connecting me to the right people and right opportunities. Life is supporting me by helping me to grow through challenges and to creatively strategize how to make the next move. Life is supporting me by giving me a passion for learning that keeps me constantly growing and adding to my arsenal of modalities and helping me really build a unique voice. Life is supporting me by helping me learn through empathy with my empathic tendency, helping me live many lifetimes in one by really empathizing with other people's experiences. One more, life is supporting me by giving me an appreciation for art and words and language, and giving me that artistic temperament that's really moved by those things, which was really nourishing to my spirit. Were you able to do this exercise with me? Notice all the ways you're being supported. Complete this sentence 10 times. Life is supporting me by. Maybe journal about that. I am loved and supported by life. How are you supported? Put it in the comments. What are the ways life is supporting you? Did you learn anything from this video? I hope this was helpful to you as we integrate this destroyer, right? Using it in positive ways instead of destroying our ideas and inspiration and dreams and potentials, and allowing others to do so. Can we integrate that and help use it to destroy our worries or emotional patterns that are no longer serving us? So if you'd like a personal session, a personal reading or deeper work, that information will be in the description of this video. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for energy exchange donations. That helps me feel really supported. That's another way I feel supported by life. Thank you. And any other ideas for the channel that you'd like to see here, let me know. I'm open. I like playing with the cards, but whatever else comes in. And other social media platforms, that'll all be in the description of this video. All right. Have a great week integrating the destroyer and destroying those patterns and those worries that are no longer serving. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, empath.